I refuse to settle in my life. Every view is different. Every day is different.
So after everything, was it worth it?
Literally spent 5 times the amount to build this up.
9,000 square feet, 5 viewing decks, designed from scratch and built to never be forgotten. Heading up the long curved driveway to this custom modern estate, you really do feel like you're arriving to a masterpiece as you see it in the distance. And we are on one of the highest peaks here in this Fountain Hills community. Landscaping on the driveway consists of turf and rocks along the sides, multiple modern garage doors looking at the exterior of the home, and there is a lot of details to go into when we head inside this property. We're also going to meet the owner and hear a little bit about his story once we head up there. But looking at the exterior, consists of more of those Arizona cacti and 3 levels. As we see, the top floor is where the primary suite and office is, where we have 270-degree views of this property. The second level has one of the best infinity edge pools I've ever seen. But let's go head up those stairs and meet the owner, John.
Hi,
hey,
Darren,
John.
How are you?
I'm doing great. Good to see you again. Good to see you.
Thank you for coming. Welcome to the family, Flanagan family residence.
Appreciate you for welcoming us into this home. Now, before we get started, one thing I didn't notice is this door handle is something I've never seen. Can you just explain this real quick?
Sure. So I'm a big fan of the Trinity, and which is the triangle, the strongest geometric shape in the universe, and as an emblem kind of could stand for the Flanagan family or Fire Rock family or Fountain Hills family, but I wanted to incorporate some unique design that was specific to our family.
That's amazing. Well, I definitely love that. That is a warm greeting, and especially so is this staircase here in the fireplace, but we're gonna have a full tour of this property and really just go in depth and see what it has to offer. So is there anything we should know before checking it out?
No, please enjoy all the views in the sunset, and I'll see you in the primary.
I'll see you up there.
Right,
Thanks so much,
thank
John.
you. Appreciate it.
So we're inside Fire Rock Country Club in Fountain Hills, Arizona. 800 acres, guard gated, member owned, and home to one of the best private golf courses in the state. The club is actually in the middle of a $29 million renovation right now, and sitting on one of the highest peaks inside it is John's home. Designed by Centakis Architecture, there's 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, just over 9,000 square feet. And as we step inside, first to my right, we've got a multi-sided fireplace with the contrasting bright and dark tones underneath. And you can also almost see all the way through it to the views. And if you hear me saying views now, I'm gonna be talking a lot about the views throughout this tour. But here's the statement piece of the property, the floating staircase in the very center of our main level with an LED light strip underneath every single wood step, as well as the glass railings we see here. And in front of our staircase is a door that leads into the elevator. You gotta have one of these if we're going up 3 levels here with a mirror in the back. Close that off for now and get started with this open layout as we have the dining area with 5 linear light fixtures hanging from those ceilings. Love the indented ceilings with the LED strips. Once again, gorgeous marble table and this picture window looking out to the cacti of Arizona and the sunset that we're about to see in just a bit. Countertop space of abundance that extends all the way to the wall, and then there is also a wet bar here directly in front of me. So it'd be really easy to fix yourself up a drink and then serve it to yourself sitting here at the dining table. But let's keep on moving because it's all about the little things, the details, and one thing that catches my eye right away here, these pop-up outlets that are throughout the entire countertop space. You press them and then they rise up so you can conveniently charge your phone right there. But if we continue on with this layout, you see that you have the living room, the pool behind me that we're gonna go into in just a bit. But we've got the stainless steel fridge and freezer paneled into the wall here in the center with a Thermador wine fridge on the left side as it leads us into this beautiful kitchen. 2 floating shelves here in the corner with the wood finish behind them, and there is a monumental piece right here that is actually John's childhood home, and we're gonna go into a little bit of his story on why this is so special.
So I'm the youngest of 5 kids. My brother's 17 years older than me, and then 3 sisters. And we grew up in this house, which a friend of mine got when we first moved in a year and a half ago. But this is my childhood house, 800 square feet, 5 kids, single mom, raising us. She couldn't afford, she was a state employee, to really do much other than feed us and put us through school. So playing music wasn't really an option for me, or lessons, but sports was. But again, I love sports and music go so well together. And you can see throughout the house, there's prints of my favorite band, Pearl Jam, and so forth.
Awesome. Well, I love that you still have a piece of your childhood, your background right here within this house, just so you can always remember and remind yourself where you came from.
That's right. That's exactly what it is to ground me, that I am so fortunate to have this, to have been a part of this, and again, accomplished a dream, a life dream and goal. That was the only thing I ever wanted.
Wow.
Was
well,
a house that I could be proud of.
I mean, you've come such a long way, and I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am. Thank
awesome.
you for that, David.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. As we continue with the kitchen, picture window looking up to an American flag. If you pan up, that is the top of our property. They own that hill, that American flag, so you can also imagine the views of up there, what this community looks like. Center island, glossy stone countertops with the induction Thermidor stovetop, as well as the Thermidor vent that pops up from our island right there with the click of a button, so you don't need any bulky hood vent coming from the ceiling above us. Makes cooking as easy as that, and very minimal. Then we have the dual ovens at the back of the kitchen, and here is a hidden room right here. This may look like your ordinary wall, but if you press it, it goes directly into the hidden pantry area. So you can stock all your goods without anyone stealing some of the food you have back there. Just looks like a wall. Breakfast bar seating for 5 people, and then you can see the stairs that lead us down into our basement level that we're gonna show you after this covered outdoor dining area with wood paneled finishes above us, recessed lighting, and this leads us directly to that infinity edge pool here in the corner. But first, as we look at this dining area, flat screen TV built into the wall, and there's also a dog run back here. So if you have pets, you can conveniently let them out through this side yard and just take a look at how much space there is behind our property. You still get the views, you see the cactus. This looks incredible. It's so private and peaceful, and I always like turf over real grass, just way easier to maintain. Outdoor bathroom in the corner for maximum privacy, and we're gonna show you these views of Fire Rock in Fountain Hills. Now, this is a hidden gem of a neighborhood here in Arizona, and the views are unmatched here at this property. Imagine sitting in your jacuzzi, looking at Fire Rock, these mountains, the sky, not a cloud in the sky, guys, and then taking a swim in this pool. It doesn't get much better than this when it comes to an outdoor pool in your backyard.
The thing about most of the homes who are built on hills in Arizona, specifically here in Fire Rock, you have to go down to the pool. I wanted to go out from the main level into the pool rather than going up and down stairs. So literally spent to create an 80-foot wall with a 27,000 gallon pool with Baja shelf and a jacuzzi.
And also, because it gets a little warm here in the summers, John, the owner who also built and designed this home, implemented misters up above us so that it can cool you off and you can still relax, enjoy the outdoor weather, take on the views while getting a little mist in your face. So outdoor furniture, and then we have these sliders opened up completely, as they will close off in this corner with the press of a button, but you get more of that indoor outdoor flow, which everyone obviously wants. And then this pool has a seat in the very corner as well, so you can just really relax, have a seat in the pool over the infinity edge in the corner and feel like you're on top of the world here. And the pool just keeps on going. As you see, more outdoor furniture, built-in speakers, so you can have parties out here. They said they had a big Super Bowl party, 50th birthday parties out here. And as we go over to the Baja shelf here in the shallow end, we are overlooking the driveway and the opposite side of the property, the front door and entrance. But that's everything for the backyard. Now it really does seamlessly flow back inside as we've already stepped into our formal living room area where we see the fireplace underneath flat screen TV on this rigid, beautiful marble stone wall. And then if you look at some of the memorabilia throughout this property, there is a lot. And we're gonna touch on a little bit of that, especially this guitar.
Yeah, so Darren, this is actually one of Eddie Van Halen's. It's from his tech, Zeke Clark. It's one of 14. You can see where he put his cigarette as he played, and it's pretty well played guitar. Serial number, everything, have photos. And it was one of his 14 Arsenal during the 5150 and 1984 tours.
A lot more of those stories to come, but before we get into that, let's jump to the opposite wing and show you the other side of this level, featuring another Eddie Van Halen guitar, more memorabilia, Eddie Vedder, and then picture windows looking out to Fire Rock. Once again, this is where the powder room is located, large floating vanity and modern lighting in here. But this is the first bedroom we'll show you guys that has a little twist to it. It is a pretty decent size flat screen TV on the wall, full bathroom with a shower, chevron tile. We have one door which leads you directly out to our turfed yard, which we'll show you in a bit, but then a slider with access to the balcony next to the front of our property, overlooking the driveway and 2 feet away from the entertainment quarter. Now this is where the party gets started. We have a bar area with indoor and outdoor seating, accordion doors that we have opened, of course, to see the views once again. You can have 4 or 5 people sitting in here, as well as serving drinks outside. Now this is the life in Arizona. And once again, more misters up above outside there. Built-in Sub-Zero coolers, refrigerators down beneath, more of those views, flat screen TV, not only on one wall, but also on the wall in front of me. And as you can obviously tell, there is some Seahawks merch in here with John's name on it. So he is a big Seahawks fan, and they won the Super Bowl this year. So congratulations, John, on your Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. I'm sure it was a fun day for you. Bathroom in here, of course, with dark features for that man cave vibe in here. And then the sliders leading us out to that turf, and you get views from the opposite side of our home. Now, how can you not feel like you own this entire community? Now, John said that you can see 8 golf holes from his property, and I can see probably 3 or 4 just from this spot alone. And this is the turf that extends all the way to the back of the home, where I told you would be good for your dog to run around. And up above, you see the American flag placed on the hill, which is still our property here. And we're really just getting Arizona desert vibes with the cacti, the desert rock, the brush surrounding us. Now this is the life. There are also 2 iron staircases leading up to the primary suite. Before we show you the views and get a little more into John's story up there as well, we're gonna head down to the basement to show you some unique items. Arriving to our lower level, we take an immediate turn to the right and notice a seating area. This is more of a movie-like room where you can put a show or your favorite film here on this TV on the wall. But I might address the elephant in the room, and there is a lot of Pearl Jam memorabilia in here if you just look at all of the walls. And John was kind enough to open up and tell us his entire story of how he's been to over 40 concerts. He's just really been a super fan here.
So Pearl Jam they even say this in their documentary, that they're a bit spinal tapish when it comes to drummers. And Matt Cameron just retired after 27 years. I think they've had 5 or 6 drummers, but they also, all the band members would do set lists. And I started networking with people that knew them and was able to acquire handwritten set lists from each band member over the years. Yeah, this is a very special place for me. You know, when you go back to the early 90s, things weren't all that great. You know, work-wise, things like that, unemployment was higher, stuff like that. So again, they spoke to me, and I've been a loyal fan ever since.
I know you've been to, what, 40 plus concerts?
Yes.
Is there anything you still want to have happen with them? Maybe another show you want to see? Anything else that would just be, yeah, that checks off everything on the bucket list for Pearl Jam for me?
You know, I've been fortunate to see them in Seattle, in Chicago, in Boston, in great cities here. I really want to see them abroad. Haven't been able to see them outside of Canada, like in South America or Italy. That would be unbelievable.
Okay. Do you think that'll ever happen?
I mean, I hope so. If they continue to tour,
Yeah.
I sure hope so. And you can see throughout the rooms down here, there's posters also of shows that I attended. So I tried to get a poster and kind of memorialize the experience.
Congrats on all of the success and the achievements that you made to be able to acquire this property, build it up, and now to be able to sell it, and also throughout your whole career. Is there any specific hardship that you can recall maybe was a monumental moment in your life, your career, that really helped you shift into the mindset that you have today?
No question, it was being let go from the company early after the 9/11 crash for a period of 13 months. And at 33 years old, what I had to realize is to love myself, no matter what. Not based on achievement, not based on title, not based on the car you have or the house you own or the children you have, but literally had to learn to love myself at 33, kind of warts and all, so to speak.
Wow, well, that's an incredible answer. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, Darren.
Now, this lower level can essentially be a guest home because there is a full kitchen to my left side. There's also a bedroom down here with direct access to the outdoors. Once again, it's attached to the bathroom. So you could probably just live comfortably down here on this lower level. Who needs those views, that pool, that staircase, that kitchen and dining room upstairs? I think I do. John, shout out to you. But that was everything for this portion. Let's head back outside. Down the hall, there's another bathroom, floating sink area, glass shower, unique tile in this one, right next to another bedroom with an elevated portion here at the back of this bedroom specifically with direct access to the driveway. So maybe you had staff living here, they can park on your driveway and conveniently enter into their bedroom and that kitchen area down here on this level without having to go upstairs and bother anyone else. Heading back to the hallway, last but not least, for all you car lovers out there, the garage.
Here's a funny thing now that you asked, and you probably didn't expect me to be as vulnerable, as open as I was, but this plate says Better Man in Pearl Jam because that's my favorite Pearl Jam song, but people misunderstand the context to me. My mom, she dreamed in color, she dreamed in red, but she settled. And I refuse to settle in my life. So if I'm not happy and I give it 100%, I move on. And this just reminds me of trying to not only be my best self, but more importantly, don't settle.
Man, that is awesome. I love that. I love that. That's great inspiration for anyone out there. We've got a 2-car garage here and another 2-car garage through this corner. The unique thing about this garage is through these doors, we have a solar system on the roof. No, not the solar system in our galaxy here, but all of these Tesla inverters that control the solar panels up on our roof.
The guts of the house, the engine. This is the Tesla. There's literally 2 systems. The 4 inverters, the 6 wall panels. Again, trying to be self-reliant and redundant, but also do something good for the environment.
I think it's that time to head up to the top floor, and we're gonna do it by taking the elevator. I'll see you up there. These views up here are surely gonna impress you guys, but first, this is where the laundry room is located. Once again, you've got views of the mountains, and one of my favorite things is this LG Smart Inverter Compressor. I definitely need one of these. You have the pants crease care, so you can get all of the wrinkles out of your clothes. So easy, you don't even need an iron, but large laundry room, lots of space in here. And we're gonna go down the hallway because as we turn left, there are 2 bedrooms to see. This first one has a unique look to it where the windows meet in the corner, taking on more views of the golf course. Walk-in closet in here, and of course, it is en suite with its very own bathroom, modern finishes once again. Then the room across the hallway, views to the fountain here in Fountain Hills, also with a walk-in closet in here, high ceilings and en suite. So you have built-in tub in the bathroom, modern finishes in there. But now I think it is time to meet John once again and walk into that primary suite. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Welcome back, and hopefully you enjoyed your walk around the house and the tour.
Thank you so much. It's been a treat so far, and I can't wait to see these sunset views. But first off, can you just tell me what we're looking at here in front of me before we head into the bedroom?
Sure. One of my passions is music memorabilia. I can't play any music, but I loved music growing up. And so with my field in recruiting for 30 years, I was able to apply my passion in music to collect some very exclusive music memorabilia.
Do you have a favorite piece on this wall in particular?
You know what? Actually, that Beatles piece is probably my favorite. It took a long time to put together, 20 years to find John Lennon's pick, and definitely up there, as well as the Pearl Jam set list up at the top there.
Yeah,
so.
And I know you have a story for every single piece throughout this entire home, but let's talk about this piece, and that is the picture windows looking out to what is your incredible view.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the home was designed with couple purposes. With the third level is about the family level, and it was designed, the primary suite, to maximize at least 180-degree views.
Let's take a look at those views.
You're seeing downtown Fountain Hills, and we just missed the fountain going off, which goes off every hour and is the tallest in the US. I think you might have caught a picture of it. From here you can see 6 golf holes, but most importantly, you get to see Red Mountain, which we call Fire Rock, and then 4 peaks, which the locals call Weekopaw.
So this is your wraparound balcony, and let's just walk around here so they can see the views as the sun is setting. So what was it like to wake up to the sunrise with this view every day?
It's amazing. Every view is different. Every day is different. And, you know, when storm clouds roll in, you get to see the thunder strikes. It's unbelievable. And then, like last night with the blood red moon rising, that'll be happening soon. It's truly spectacular. It's one of the best views in the world.
Yeah, nothing can beat that.
And we moved the house back to the furthest point on top of the hill to maximize those 360-degree views.
Right. And you really get all of those views as well. But let's head back into the primary suite, because then I notice you have the nice lighting to either side of your bed and this electric fireplace underneath the TV. What was the reason for going electric up here?
Well, everything in the house was designed with redundancies. So it's completely off the grid. The roof is totally solar, and it generates through Tesla wall batteries. But I wanted gas and electric. So everything was about having a backup.
Well, let's go into that award-winning bathroom, is what you said?
Yes, we're very lucky. It was selected as the top Red Lux Award winner for Arizona, and we were very fortunate when we built the house to decorate it with this beautiful granite that's designed. It's called black ice, and then you'll see throughout the rest of the house the white ice, like in the laundry room. This is the only place, the primary bath that has, the black ice, steam shower, four different heads, and then, you know, our architect did an unbelievable job of lining it up directly with views of Red Mountain or Fire Rock.
You can't beat that. It seems like everywhere I walk throughout this property, I'm getting direct views of Fire Rock.
Yeah, that's the great thing of using an architect like Nick Sintakis and an interior designer like Emmy Couture. They did a phenomenal job, and I just can't thank them enough.
Amazing. Yeah, I love the tub look, elevated on that black ice with the lighting underneath it.
One other key feature I want to point out is the doors, back to the Trinity that you asked with the power of 3. That's what those 3 silver inlines mean. They speak to the power of 3.
So you have it on the door handle, the Trinity, power of 3, and then you've got the power of 3
and same thing with a lot of the fixtures in the bathrooms. They're kind of an F to go for Fire Rock. So this is a secret kind of passageway, master pantry that's will be finished soon, where you get your coffee. So you get breakfast, whatever, you come into.
And then this bathroom directly is connected from the closet. That
Correct.
Coffee area.
Yeah, and it's also a makeshift safe room.
And then into your home office.
Yes, my home office, where I have some additional memorabilia that have to do with astronauts and armed services. But then you're heading to the best deck in the home outside of the primary. This is the best view in the house. You get about 270-degree views.
Wow.
Fire Rock Country Club, the clubhouse there, and you also get the McDowell Mountain Range, which you can see from Grace's room. But yeah, from this perspective, you're getting at least 270 degrees of view.
This is incredible. John, what a treat. Thank you so much for letting us tour your incredible property here in Fountain Hills.
You're welcome, Darren.
Incredible. I loved every bit of it, from the custom design to the storytelling to just your hospitality has been so phenomenal, and I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome, buddy. Thank you for coming, and you're welcome back anytime, and appreciate it. Please come enjoy it. That's what we built it. It's to entertain and spend time with family and friends. So
thank you so much, John. Leave a comment for John down below. Really appreciate it, guys. Hit the like, subscribe for more tours, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Darren.